Suicide Squad Issue 1 heads to Fremantle, Western Australia, where 3 nuclear submarines are christened as the Jewel of the Nation. Suddenly the Metahuman Wink appears, unhappy that they think that these should be the Jewel of the Nation and that their priorities are all screwed up. She grabs the General, teleporting up into the sky with him, where the Air swoops in and grabs him and Wink. Air tells the General that his men don't have to die and that he should evacuate the subs, but the General won't surrender to terrorists. Air drops the General and Wink tells him he tried, reuniting with the rest of the team on their boat as the General is smashed into a bloody mess on top of one of the submarines. The team's boat comes round and TNT is teleported onto them, using his powers to blow up an entire submarine. The rest of the team come around and take out one of the subs with the nuclear warhead on it. Scale and Finn speed through the water, slamming into the other sub, and the sub with the nuclear warhead is taken over by the team, who pilot it out to sea, disappearing into the vast ocean. At a classified US military installation, Task Force X are assembled by Amanda Waller, who tells Harley to stop clapping at what the young metahumans did to the 3 submarines. Deadshot says that it was pretty impressive, but the mysterious man named Locke says that a group of terrorists just destroyed a group of subs that their government built and sold, so it's not very impressive. He says that the group is called the Revolutionaries and they are attacking armies, oil fields, and detention centers across the world. Floyd soon learns that the man's name is Locke, and he tells them that the revolutionaries think that they are freedom fighters, but they really aren't, and now they possess a nuclear warhead which is sitting in the sub in the South Sea, and since the Justice League and the US forces won't go near them, it's up to Task Force X. Floyd says that there is no way that they are fighting them since this is the worst Suicide Squad assembled, but Locke says that it's what they have. But Harley and Floyd still aren't happy that people like Cavalier and Magpie are on the team, since they aren't exactly A-list. Zebra Man is the only formidable one, and as Harley wonders why he is named Zebra Man when his powers are magnetic based, Magpie wants out since this is way out of her league. Locke says that if she does that they will need to add a year onto one of their sentences. Floyd is outraged since this is not how it used to be, so Locke electrocutes Floyd as Harley tells the compensating man that he would get more flies if he produced honey. Locke says that he can always get more flies and knows these people are barely assets, and if he encounters insubordination, he will simply blow up their heads. Harley wants Waller to tell her just who this guy thinks he is, giving the orders, but she tells her to follow Locke's orders, since that's how it is now. Locke doesn't care if they think that they are the worst Suicide Squad assembled, the country still needs them. 2 days later, Osita and TNT deactivate the warhead, and Osita tells the young teen Metahuman that while one bomb isn't much, it's one less that people can use. TNT wants to do more, but Osita says that he's already changing the world by stopping these subs from entering sovereign waters. The Air and Wink meanwhile are playing around outside when Air is shot in the wing by something. Both the metas are rescued from the water by Scale and Finn, but soon Scale disappears in the murky water, suddenly brought to the surface in the mouth of the shark, who rips the young Atlantean in half. Magpie meanwhile infiltrates the sub to sink it, but suddenly she hears a voice, who knows why she is there. Magpie races through the dark ship, but is soon confronted by Thylacine. Locke sees on his screen that they just lost Magpie, telling Cavalier and Quinn to go, and Zebra Man is to stay by his side. The shark meanwhile is taken down by a Jog as the revolutionaries assemble to combat the arriving Suicide Squad. Cavalier and Harley drop in and the swordsman is immediately defeated, having his head smashed in by Osita. Floyd meanwhile is told by Locke to disable them, but Deadshot knows that the team is being used as bait. Waller tells Floyd that he has orders, so Deadshot takes down the team with non-lethal shots. Locke contacts the revolutionaries, saying that they have all just been shot with tracers that implanted bombs into their bodies. He confronts the team on top of the sub as Floyd tells Waller that they won't work with this guy since he murdered half of their team. Locke says that it's not her call since Waller has quit the Suicide Squad and now Locke is in charge. Osita says that they will never work with Locke, who knows everything there is to know about the woman from her birth until right now, but she says that he should know that they would all rather die than work for him. Locke is fine with that, activating TNT's bomb and blowing up the Metahuman's body. Floyd says that they could have all been killed thanks to the boy's body, but Locke says that he studied all of these metas and knows that TNT wasn't charged up to explode himself. He asks Osita who on her team dies next, but the woman says that one day, once all of this is done, she will kill Locke. Locke says that he's been on the wrong side of worse things, and yet he is still here. So he tells the team to surrender as his troops move in, telling Floyd that he wanted an upgrade, so now he's got it for the Suicide Squad, and now they can remake the world. Suicide Squad issue 1 was a fun beginning to a new iteration of the team that actually has me excited for a Suicide Squad book for the first time in years. I enjoyed we got to spend a little bit of time with these new characters, the Revolutionaries, and learn who they are, but of course most of them will probably die by the end of this first arc, if not next issue. The new character Locke, who is essentially the new Waller, is interesting, and I'm looking forward to seeing this character's backstory explored and why exactly he's in charge of the Suicide Squad right now. I'm going to give this issue an 8.5 out of 10.